Tablesome is a freemium WordPress form database plugin that lets you save form entries from many popular WordPress form plugins. We have provided a link to Tablesome plugin in the video description. The saved form entries can be exported automatically to external sources, or you can manually export the entries as CSV files, attached to form emails and more. Here, we have a form entries table that stores form submissions. You may wish to export the form entries, as you might want to import them into external sources such as a CRM, help desk software, accounting software, or reporting software. In this video, we will explore the different export options in Tablesome. You can export single entries, filter and export selected entries, export all the entries submitted through a form, and also automatically export entries to external apps such as MailChimp, HubSpot, Notion, Slack, etc. Let's see how you can export a single form entry using Tablesome when a form is submitted. We will first see how to save single form entries to WordPress Media Library. In this WordPress site, we have installed and activated the Tablesome plugin. Let's go to Tablesome and create a new table to save the form entries from the WordPress form that we just have seen. In the workflows, we have the triggers from all of the supported form plugins. Then select the form that you want to save in the table. Then select the Tablesome's Add Row action, which will save the form to the table when a visitor submits a form. Now we will create a second action to generate a CSV file with the form data and save it to the WordPress Media Library. We can also select a delimiter for the CSV file. Let's save this workflow and send a test submission to see if the form entry is generating a CSV file. In this action, there is also an option to save the generated CSV file to Google Drive, which we will see later. Now that we have sent a form submission, let's go and see if the data is saved to the Tablesome table. The form submission is saved to the table. Let's go to WordPress Media Library and check if the entry file is saved there. The generated CSV file with the form entry is saved to the Media Library. Each form submission will be saved as a separate CSV file. Now we will see how to send the generated CSV file as an email attachment in the outgoing emails. To do this, we have to add another action to the workflow, that is the send mail action. In the email, you can select the form, to, CC, and BCC fields. You can send it to the form submitter by getting the data from the trigger fields section. These emails can be sent to multiple recipients, such as the form submitter, admin, or to any other email that you want. Give a subject line to the email, and write content for the email body. You can bring the data from the form fields, from the trigger fields section. You can also include the generated CSV file to the email body from the trigger fields section. Save this workflow and send a test form submission again. Let's check our email and see if we have received the CSV file in the email. Since it's a local website, all the outgoing email will be stored in the app. Here we have the form email that comes with the generated CSV file attached. You can easily download the file from the email. Now let's see how to send the generated CSV file to a Google Drive account. We can select the Storing in Google Drive option in the Generate CSV action. It tells us that we have to sign into your Google account to do this. So let's sign into Google. To do this, go to the Integrations tab of the Tablesome settings, and sign into Google. Give access to your Google Drive for Tablesome in the authorization page, and click Continue. Now that we have signed in our Google account, we will go to the workflow and set up the Google Drive integration. A new Google Drive folder URL field is opened. Here we have to copy and paste the URL of the Google Drive folder to which we want to send the generated CSV file. Now we have pasted the URL, let's save this workflow. Now we will send the test form. The form submission is saved to Google Drive. Hereafter, every form submission will be saved as individual CSV files. You can choose which column to apply the filter and filter the data only in a specific column or in multiple columns and export only the filtered form entries. Now, we have applied the filters. Let's click the Export button, and select which file format to export to. Only the filtered and selected entries would be exported. We can also export the full table, with all of the form entries. We can choose to export the data as CSV file, or XLSX file format. The same can be done for the front-end tables, when you have export enabled on the front end. You can filter and export, or you can export the full table. Tablesome also allows you to automatically export to external apps, such as MailChimp, Notion, Google Sheets, Slack, HubSpot, and more. If you want more export options, reach out to us through our support channels. Like and share this video. Subscribe to this channel to get more videos like this. You can also search for the required form entries from all the entries stored in the table using the filter option.